Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna do a little interview with a fragrance distributor, and her name is Roxana, and she has been in the fragrance industry since 2004, so she has great insight and knowledge about this business. So my plan is to ask Roxana some questions about the whole fragrance industry, about a little bit of the cloning brands that are just popping up like crazy right now, and what's the future of this whole fragrance industry. So I'm gonna call Roxana now on Skype, so let's see if she is answering.
Hello?
Hello, I can't see you, but now I can see you. Now I can see you. Hello, Roxana. Tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you come into this business?
Perfume. Okay, so it's kind of a long story. It all started 3 or 4 years ago. My parents actually got into the business. They got into network marketing, and the company just has such a wide range, and I just love their perfumes. And yeah, I just got into it a few months back, and I just started basically drop shipping with the perfumes, and I've just loved it ever since.
Okay. So how come you get in contact with this company, this niche?
It's a Polish company. I'm Polish, and my cousin actually, she was working with them for a while, and she kind of introduced the business to my family over here.
So this is a clone or imitation company, right?
Not really. Like we don't say that it's a clone company or anything.
But you're pretty open with the text, right?
The scent notes are inspired.
Inspired, yeah, okay. So is it a little bit of a bad word to call it a clone company, or?
I don't know. It's just some people take it differently. Some people hear clone and they think that the product is bad quality. That's why I don't like to use that word. I like to use inspired, or that the scent notes are similar, because the product itself is really high quality. Did you get your 452 yet?
Yeah, I just got it here, and I just perfect.
Yeah.
And you see here. Yeah, it was pretty nice actually. Pretty nice, pretty close to the original Alarm Sport Extreme. So of course, but the little problem with some imitation brands or clone, but I got a little bit of a rash on my skin on this.
Yeah.
So I don't know, how do you see, do you feel that some, I don't know if just this company, but in general that they have more, I don't know, more or less clean ingredients in...
So did you get a rash from this one as well?
I don't know 100% if this was the one, but I got a little rash here when I just sprayed it on my wrist today, and just gonna try it. It'll get a little bit red, so I got a little bit worried, you know, with the health concerns, of course. But yeah.
Well, I actually haven't heard anyone having rashes before with our
Okay.
but maybe there's something in it that you might be allergic to. I'm not sure. We do, like, the company does try to keep, you know, natural ingredients where they can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's not much chemicals in them overall.
But do you have like the same restrictions like the bigger brands like Chanel and Dior? On what you can have in your...
Same stuff in them.
Exactly the same.
So same regulations and everything.
Yeah.
But you just sell these fragrances through Instagram, right? Or?
Yeah, I do it. You know, I sell to people around me, but I also do sell through Instagram.
Okay, but so you don't have a homepage at all?
The company FM does have their own page. It's just for my purpose, for my sake.
Yeah.
I do it on Instagram.
Exactly.
That's how I make profit.
Who is this Federico Mahora?
Yes.
Who is that? Is it the founder?
That's the name of the company that I distribute for. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not the specific person who has like founded the company, you know?
No. I actually don't know where he got it from. It was a Polish guy that founded the company.
Okay.
And it isn't even remotely Polish, so I don't know where he got that from, but it's just a brand name.
Yeah. How do you think like the I don't know how much of insight you have in the whole fragrance game and the business, but do you think there's a like bright future for the imitation companies or clone companies, or?
I do think people are starting to get more used to the idea of having the same product but cheaper. It's still good quality. Like, not everyone has €100 to go out buy, a bottle of perfume a month. So I think people are just getting more open-minded about the whole thing. Like, I don't think Chanel is going away anytime soon, definitely not. But I think there's more and more companies that do inspired fragrances.
Yeah. Do you think gonna be more competition between the big brands and the clone companies in a nearby future?
Nearby, I wouldn't say so. Maybe far away, but I think some people still love, to buy something very expensive, buy a brand. It makes people feel, good, luxurious, and so I think there won't be competition there.
Okay. How much does it cost to produce, like for the big brands? Do you have any insight on their production costs?
I don't exactly, but I did hear this before that for a normal marketing and everything, it takes 95% is branding, marketing, distributing, and only 5% is the actual product of the finished price. So I think that's a big, be paying, it takes 5% of the cost for them to make it, but you're paying the 95 extra for, celebrity endorsements, ads, etc.
Okay, so a Chanel perfume for 1,000 Swedish crowns costs 50 crowns to make, basically, then?
Yeah, something like that.
It's in production cost, so it's big win.
You produce, of course, fragrances that is very much lower priced, but basically smell the same.
Yeah.
So how can you do that with the same ingredients? What's the deal here? Is it the marketing that you cut down on?
The difference is in, like you said, the marketing is completely different of FM. You wouldn't hear about them on TV or on the radio. They don't put money into that. They have distributors. I'm one of them, and we promote the product for them.
Okay, so how does a regular promotion look like if you compare your brand to the big brands? Like, what do you do different? Like, if you're gonna promote this product, like.
So, I do it through Instagram, basically.
You do it through Instagram, okay.
That's my account. It's done there. That's how I promote my perfume. My parents, they do it very similarly, but they do it in real life. They would call their friend and say, "Hey, I have an awesome perfume. Would you like to try it out?" So that's the difference in marketing. They don't pay for the very expensive advertisements. So that's how they save money, and then they can put that into the perfume. So
you don't buy like ads or anything like that, or so the your account on Instagram is Fragrance Freaks. Right, but you don't have a specific account to this FM Federico Mahora.
No, I just use that to sell their fragrances.
Okay.
There's actually thousands of pages if you look into it. There's plenty of girls doing what I'm doing at the moment. So it's just I give it a different name. Stand out a bit.
Yeah, okay. But what do you think is the most important thing? Because now it's popping up a lot of clone or imitation brands in the market. Like, how do you differentiate yourself from other brands? Like, are you more imitating like exactly, or what's the thought behind it? How can you break through?
That's a tough question. Actually, I haven't thought about it. I try to give personal kind of interaction to my customers. Like I don't just sell the perfume. I talk to them about life sometimes. Just about weather, whatever. I feel like people do like that and respect that a lot. So that's my take on it. I just have a personal kind of connection with my customers, which you wouldn't really get in any other shop. You just go you buy the product and you leave. So I think that's it.
Yeah, so yeah, of course you have more, you can be more close to your customers, and easy to reach, you know, it's very easy to reach you through the Instagram page and to talk to you directly, so that's a big plus, of course. But aren't like the big companies, aren't some getting angry at you if you like imitate their fragrances so good? I mean, there's a big competition, obviously, then.
Well, I didn't have any, you know, situations like that before. I haven't heard of anything yet. But like I said, I don't think they're losing customers. I think there's, you know, enough people in the world and everyone will buy what they want to buy.
Yeah.
So overall, I don't think it bothers them. Maybe, you know, some companies, but I wouldn't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you think that there is like some positive thing about like buying the original, like for example the Chanel Allure Homme Sport Extreme instead of your fragrance? Like how do you explain that to a guy or a girl who just are starting to get interested in fragrances? Like what would you recommend, or is there any positive sides to buying the real thing or just a brand?
Me, I think I prefer to pay for what's inside rather than for a brand or the bottle. But you know, everyone's different. Like I said, you do feel, I don't know, when you buy something very expensive, it does make you feel good. Like it does. Everyone has that feeling. You buy something expensive and then you feel very fancy and just enjoy yourself. But overall, I think it just depends on the person. Again, like if someone wants to pay 4-5 times more for the basically the same thing, it smells the same, lasts the same, then that's just up to the person.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you always been interested in fragrances, or?
I basically just kind of, you know, followed the lead with my parents, my family. I didn't really have a plan for myself. I got to use the perfume first and I really like it for myself. I enjoy the fragrances. So it's just kind of something I enjoy, and I just got into it.
So do you have any like other favorite male fragrance from the big brands? What's your favorite scent?
Oh, big brands. I do like.
Can you say that, by the way?
No.
Don't
From
have to be,
brands,
yeah.
I would like the Tom Ford. I think most of them are nice. The fucking fabulous is nice. I like that one.
Yeah. I saw you send a little sample of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Or not?
Yeah.
It's not maybe you who packed the fragrance.
No, the ones that I sent to you.
Yeah, I got a little fucking fabulous and another little Tom Ford as well.
Yeah, I ordered directly to you because I wasn't the borders are closed, so I wasn't actually able to send it from Ireland to you, so I just sent it directly from the distributor.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit more general questions here. I don't know, my viewers might be interested. What do you think is the like biggest mistake guys make when they're gonna choose a fragrance, in your opinion? If you have.
But like for themselves or for?
Yeah, both. We can start with themselves first. So if you have.
Okay.
If you would recommend how to choose a good fragrance for a guy, like to avoid mistakes.
Well, definitely try them out first. I don't think it's a good idea to go straight into buying a bottle most of the time. Try it out for yourself because sometimes it's just not going to smell as good as it was supposed to on you. You just have to find something for yourself. I think most of the time the more gentle fragrances on men personally just smell better. Like you don't like to be overwhelmed by something that a guy smells like. Yeah, just light, fresh, clean.
Light, fresh, clean.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna buy a fragrance to, let's say your girlfriend or your boyfriend, do you think they should like try them out first, or do you have any like tips on great like all-around fragrances that mostly guys like or mostly girls like, in your opinion, like safe buys, you know?
Safe bottles. I think every girl loves Giorgio Armani C. I think every girl likes that one.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
that's something you could go for. I think it would be a good idea if someone's getting someone a present and they know what the people use. Get something with similar scent notes maybe, so they just have something a little bit different, but they'll still like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't get something completely different. Yeah.
Okay. So do you have any personal favorites? Is the new Tom Ford your personal?
My personal favorite is I have it here.
So I think I have some girls on the channel as well. So
Yeah.
It's our 817. I'm actually not sure what it's a clone of, but I can just check that for you. It's such a nice smell. It's very like floral and light. It's just perfect for the summertime. I'll just check it out for you here, so I can just let you know which one it is exactly.
okay, so that was yeah. I don't know. I don't have any more pointers unless you have something to.
Something to add? Well, not really.
Do you have something last thing to add, like in the fragrance industry that my viewers might be interested in? You have a little bit more insight than we do, so.
That's broad. I've actually never done like an interview like this, so I'm a little bit stressed. But yeah, I would think sometimes. Are you purchasing, like, are you paying for the brand or are you paying for the product? I think that's important. Yeah, like I said, just play around with it, try out different fragrances. I used to be a person that used one perfume and I only like that one, and now I have a few different ones, and it's just really fun, you know, to smell different every day. So, yeah.
Really addicting hobby.
It is, yeah. And you know, like you'll use one perfume in the morning and then you have that for the day, and then you're going out in the evening, you'll put on a different one and you'll feel completely different. That's what I like about it. It just makes you feel different.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. Okay, I think that's everything. So thanks for doing this interview. I just have to stop the recording before we put or end this call. So have a great day and night.
Thanks so much.
Okay, you too. Bye.